Hey everyone, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we are going to be setting up my reading journal for April 2025. But first, let's take a look at how March is going so far. I finished 3 books this month, which was a book club book called Betty by Tiffany McDaniel that I wasn't a huge fan of, and 2 books from the Throne of Glass series. I'm really enjoying this series so far, and I'm currently reading Queen of Shadows, which is the 5th book, and I'm only 20-something chapters in, but I think it's my favorite book so far. But when it comes to my theme for April, I decided to go with an Ink and Page Journals Wisteria Way journal ephemera kit, which had all these beautiful wisteria-themed prints. And I always get questions about how I print these things out, so I will have that info in the description box below if you're looking for my label paper, image sizing, all the things. It'll be right down there for you to check out. So without further ado, let's start setting up my cover page for April in my reading journal. I started out with this tie-dye ombre looking background image that I printed out on copy paper, and I ripped off a couple pieces to paste down in the corners of the left page. And then I took this art print that I sized at 8.5 by 5.5 inches on cardstock, and I rounded the corners on this before using my Tombow tape runner to paste it in the center of this spread. I added in some washi tape as well. This white text tape is from Washi Tape Shop, and the green is from Stationery Pal, and I actually have affiliate discount codes with both of those shops, which will be listed down below if you want to get some washi tape for yourself. I also stamped out my headers off camera using my alphabet stamps from Amazon, just onto this off-white dot grid memo pad, which makes my filming process go a lot quicker, and I stuck down my April headers with my Tombow tape runner in a little cluster with some more washi tape and stickers that I printed out from the Wisteria Way journal pack onto label paper. And that is the cover page complete. Let's move over to the left where I have my reading progress tracker and my April TBR. My reading progress tracker is basically a regular old calendar grid, and throughout the month, you're supposed to highlight or draw a bar across all the days you are reading a specific book, and then stop the bar when you finish it. And then when you start a new book, you do the same thing in a different color. You probably noticed it in the beginning of this video when I was flipping through my March spreads, but yeah, they've turned out super cute, and I'm continuing to implement them into my reading journal monthly spreads, just as a little stats tracker. And it also helps me when it comes to my book review dedicated spreads, because I can just flip back and see when I started and finished a book and transfer that information over to the spreads. And the bookshelf at the bottom of this spread is for my April TBR. I've been doing this the last couple months where I just have drawings of book spines and I pre-write in the titles of all the books I want to read throughout the month. And I made these exact same spines in my March reading journal setup, and I loved how they turned out, so I carried this style into my April spreads. For decoration, I took inspiration from the wisteria in my art print on my cover page, and I wanted to doodle some of my own. I've been drawing elements that kind of hang from the top of the page and on the bookshelf down at the bottom of the page these past few months, and I thought doodling wisteria was a perfect tie-in to that sort of themed layout I've been doing this year, since wisteria is kind of like a droopy flower, if you will. I think it tied the whole page together. I colored in the wisteria specifically with a purple that I used in my April origami theme in my regular bullet journal, so I like how there was a bit of a color palette crossover, and I'll have my April bullet journal setup linked in the cards if you want to check it out. And just like last month, I left this all in real time because I got so many comments from you guys about how much you enjoyed seeing my reading journal setups, not sped up like I typically do for my regular bullet journal videos. I totally get it though. I think it's nice seeing planning in a real speed, because if you're planning along with me, it doesn't feel like you're being rushed or setting unrealistic expectations for your planning process. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air in some cases. I just tend to speed up my videos because otherwise I'd have to talk for like a couple hours and I don't have that much to ramble about. But in this case, we're only setting up a couple spreads on camera, so I can totally keep up with the real-time edits for you guys if that's something you want to keep seeing from me. But after adding in the headers with some more washi tape and more stickers, that is my reading progress and TBR page complete, and we're now moving on to my books read log and a quote page. I'm ripping up some more of that copy paper background image to go in the corners underneath another art print, and I love that there's book images in so many of these ink and paper journals ephemera packs. I feel like these are just made for reading journals. I'm working on my books read log over on the left, and this functions differently than the previous page with my TBR on it because those are the books I plan to read, and this will be a collection of the books I actually finish in April. I have 3 spaces that I will be able to fit 3 book covers in, and I'll just print those out later once I finish the books, and I also have star rating stickers from Pretty Little Studios that I'm going to be sticking underneath each box to color in my personal star ratings of each book I finish this month. I'm just adding a few more stickers and washi tape around the spread, and then I'm moving over to the left page, which will be a quote page. I'm setting it up the exact same way I did my cover page and books read log with the ripped background corners, art print in the center, and the washi tape at the top and the bottom of the page. This theme was giving me such strong Bridgerton vibes, so I thought it would be perfect to make a quote on this page say, "Dearest gentle reader," which is how Lady Whistledown starts her gossip columns in the show. And in the books, I guess. This is a book series as well. I thought it went so well with this journal, not only because it has all the Bridgerton vibes, it also has a reading reference in it, so I think it just pulled the whole theme together. But yeah, guys, that is my books read log and quote page complete, so that is officially the end of this April reading journal setup. I'm going to do a quick flip back and forth of all the pages we created in this video, and I can't wait to fill them out throughout the month. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Also, don't forget to check out my bullet journal social medias. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!